Okay, here we are trying to do a comparison of the mobile broadband between the two telcos. So the M1 is going to be tested on this Galaxy tab on the left side, right? And then the Starhub one will be tested in this Desire HD on the right side. So I'm going to do tests concurrently. Oops. Nevertheless, M1 is hovering around 1 to 1.2 megabits, whereas Starhub is running around 250 kilobits per second and still running, whereas M1 test is right now doing a download test and is done. So 1.1 megabits per second of download and 2 megabits per second for upload. And then here we see that the the Starhub is running at 240 kilobits per second for download and 123 kilobits per second for upload. Let's try one more time just to see the consistency. Okay. Alright, so you can see that M1 is indeed consistent. That in fact it's now 1.9 megabits per second, whereas Starhub is at 260 kilobits per second. Upload is done for M1 1.8 megabits per second, and oh strange, upload for Starhub has shot up to 3.3 megabits per second. That's quite rare. I've tried out a few tests and this is the first time I see a 4-digit for Starhub. So let's try one more time. Okay, just to be sure that it's not a once-off performance. So downloads for Starhub is 358 kilobits per second and 1.6 megabits per second for M1. And so you can see that Starhub is reverted back to 106 kilobits per second for upload, whereas M1 has been consistently rated at 1.9 to 2 megabits per second. So let's try one more time. Okay. Okay, this time around Starhub seems to be doing well for the download is 753 kilobits per second, much higher than before, but M1 still stays around 1.9 with the upload of 1.5 megabits per second. And so you can see that the M1 mobile broadband is rather consistent, whereas Starhub is rather erratic with its performance most of the time. If you look at the result, this is the result. I'm not sure whether you can see it. Okay, yes. So you can see that it is average of 200 to 300. It did spike at 700 in one of the tests for the download. For the upload is average of 120 to 200. Did spike once at 3 megabits per second, but I think that is really once-off performance. If you look at M1, very consistent at above 1 megabits per second, whereas the upload surprisingly is actually higher, presumably because very few people are doing upload than download. So the upload bandwidth is ranging between 1.8 to 2 megabits per second. So here we conclude the test of or rather comparison of the mobile broadband between the two telcos, left one M1, right one Starhub. And as you can see, Starhub isn't really performing as what I have been expecting. So there you go. Thank you.